Well, good morning. Breakfast with the Brokers, a little special this Wednesday morning. We usually do it every Tuesday at 9 a.m., but I have a special guest. This guy, I forget what they call him. Oh, you're the CEO of Remax, Adam Contos.
Hey, how are you, David? Good to see you.
We got to do our secret handshake. Yeah, we go. Simple. So very much appreciate it. We're backstage live at R4, and while Damon John's on the stage right now, giving a very good speaking engagement and talk and rallying up the troops. So why we do this is to really increase the professionalism within the industry.
Right.
And one of the things that I think is fascinating, and you certainly bring energy and alive to Remax. That increasing with technology and such. So let's talk about what entered into your decision to really go in and purchase a Bouge and a real estate software development company.
So, David, you and I have known each other since 2010, I think.
You were my region rep.
Yeah. And I mean, one of the things we know about each other is we both go all in on things. And when it comes to our commitment to providing the best of the best to our brokers and our agents in the Remax network, we decided to go all in on technology. So we did a great deal of research. It took us over a year to research how we wanted to do that. And we found Bouge as an excellent opportunity for us. Frankly, the best opportunity for us. It's an incredible company. They've launched real estate technology 40 times in this space. And they service over 20,000 agents and brokers out there. So, I mean, they are really, really good. So we decided, hey, this is it for us. We worked out a deal with them, and we built an incredible platform that you've had a sneak peek at behind the scenes here. So, we're super excited about the future of real estate technology, and we feel like we are at the top of that.
Yeah, and and CRM is like this trigger word. Every year we have some kind of trigger word. Whether it's we have CRMs and AI and all these different things that are coming down the pipeline. But what was interesting, I read an article this morning. Like Compass bought Contactually, and the funny thing is, and I think Matt Van Winkle, I saw him post on the Catalyst site, and he's a broker owner in Seattle, and he said, well, if Compass's technology was so great, then why did they have to purchase Contactually? And it's an interesting thing. Like everyone's kind of scurrying around in that technology space, which is not. I mean, this is within the last year and a half that everyone's kind of really just jumped in, gung ho.
Yeah. Oh, it's fascinating to watch when you take a step to the outside and you're kind of looking through the window at what's happening here. Really what you see is a lot of people are making noise, a lot of people are saying things, they're making promises, whatever. You'll notice we don't make a whole lot of noise. We do what we say we're going to do. We execute, and we are very calculated in how we do that. I'm not going to waste the time or the money of our agents and our brokers kind of beating around the bush with things, making hollow promises or kind of grandiose promises. You've seen what we've got now and how we developed it. In fact, we developed our Bouge platform with the help of hundreds and hundreds, over 500 different agents and brokers in our network to help us iterate on this. So, it's been a collaborative process. It hasn't just been a roll of the dice or a guessing game. So I'm super excited about what we have and where we're going. And frankly, that's what needs to happen in real estate technology. It's not about going and buying something. It's about collaboratively creating the best of the best. And that's truly what I believe is the future of real estate technology. It's about the agents defining what they need, what their challenges are, and us being able to iterate on that.
And the great thing about Bouge, and not to get too Remaxy on this show, but we do have the CEO of Remax. But the great thing about Bouge is that it really is, like you said, a collaborative effort, and really the agents and brokers are helping build this system as to what they really need. They're simplifying the system so that agents are actually going to use the system, because the system could be as great, the best thing in the world, but if they don't utilize it, it's worth nothing.
That's absolutely right, David. The coolest part about this is we're not looking for just unloading a truckload of features on people. we're into refining getting business done. I mean, that's really what it's about. It's about refining getting business done. It's about creating just the things that you need to maximize your business. These are time and operational levers that we're pulling, and allows the agent to get out and do what the agent is best at. And that is work with the consumer. Work with the consumer. The buyers, the sellers, do those listing appointments, build your team. I mean, we've tied all these things together because our job is one thing, and that is to help people build their real estate business. Yeah. And that's what
business
we do.
Within a business, you know, and you know, and that's always been the mantra of RE/MAX, and you know, as far as growing businesses. But you know, in the real estate industry, the great thing about the real estate industry, first of all, it's a phenomenal business, and you know, and you have to love it, have passion into it. But all the companies, it doesn't matter what company you're working for or you align yourself with, they're all amazing companies, and they all have amazing things that they do very well. And you know, with RE/MAX, I think that we do a very good job in growing people's businesses and changing people's lives. And you know, and that's why, you know, obviously we align ourselves with it. So you know, I'm gonna put you a little on the spot, and you could tell me and smack me or whatever. But so yesterday you had Marcus Salone as the prophet. Yeah. In the opening session. And, you know, it's funny, he was going through the crowd, and he was asking something to share that maybe someone didn't know, you know, about you. So what don't we know about Adam Contos? Something personal that maybe you could share you know, with our viewership.
I mean, I suffer from insecurity, just like, in fact, it's called the Imposter Syndrome. I mean, you're doing things, you're accomplishing things, but you're kind of, you know, it's like when you pick up that amazing listing, or you're going to meet with somebody and you're like, am I the right person for this? I mean, I suffer deeply, deeply from the imposter syndrome, where I'm about to walk out on stage in front of 6,000 people and I'm like, am I going to screw this up? And you start second guessing yourself all the time. I do second guess myself a lot, which, you know, it goes back to my past life. I used to run a SWAT team. And you know, I'm sitting there going, all right, nobody's coming to save me. My job is to save this. So can I do it? And you start second guessing yourself a lot. But and to this day, I got up this morning. I'm like, I'm going to go introduce Damon John on stage, and I'm like, this dude's like this huge media personality, incredible entrepreneur. Am I going to screw this up? And I'm going to be doing it in front of thousands of my customers, friends, people that look at me and go, I hope this guy doesn't screw this up. So I do suffer from insecurity, and I think that's something that a lot of people in the entrepreneurial space, as agents, brokers, entrepreneurs, suffer from, business leaders, things like that. But you know what? If you understand that that's healthy, and you're supposed to say, okay, that is me running through my checklist of going, am I going to do the very best that I can for people? Am I going to be better at this than I ever thought I could be? Then yeah. But I'll tell you, I'm an insecure human being, but I use that to magnify my ability to give to others.
That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. And fear, you know, fear certainly motivates myself as well. You know, when I look at, you know, the things that matter. Right. You know, family, my 3 girls, my wife, you know, and you know, my family, and you know, that's why you get up and, you know, you're helping people inherently, and, you know, buying and selling homes, but you're also, you know, you're making a difference in the life in the community, and that's what realtors do. I mean, that's what the real estate industry does. And, you know, and it's a testament to a lot of the videos that we're doing, you know, in this whole conference. You know, it's about community. It's about, you know, what we're giving back and such. Last thing, I know you're time crunched, and I appreciate it.
Sure.
You know, we talk about, you know, and I know you hate this word, but I'm going to use it anyway.
I know what word I'm going to use.
The disruptors.
Yeah.
So, you know, we look at, I won't name names, but we'll look at disruptors, and and the VP of Communications is nodding her head. But the disruptors, really, you know, what do we see in the real estate industry, you know, going into 2019, 2020? Because a lot of the economists, you know, have kind of predicted that, there might be a slowdown, there might be, some kind of correction. And they keep obviously they talk about 10-year cycles and such like that. What do you see in as far as, the disruption in the real estate industry? How do we get that back where it's no longer a disruption, or maybe it isn't? Maybe, like you said, it's an interruption.
Well, it's an interruption, it's a distraction, and really, the world has gone through this in industry after industry after industry. And we just happen to be the industry that it caught up to since the Great Recession. That was the beginning of our disruption. It hasn't stopped since then. Let's face the facts with that one. But the reality is, it's constant change. It's constant change, iterating its way through industry after industry. It is in ours, and it's not going to go away. So the solution to that is it's recognizing and acknowledging that there's constant change, and focusing on doing the business the right way with small adaptations. I don't care what company you name. You know what they are? All of these companies, for the most part, are doing one thing. They're doing real estate transactions, okay? That's the business that we are in, doing real estate transactions. It's how do you get the customer's attention and help them the best. Now, we know, and we saw this, the beginning of 2018, everybody said the real estate agent's gonna go away. And then mid-2018, we stopped hearing that. Crickets when it came to that. Why? Because the professionals, the full-time professionals, the people that we pour our heart and soul into developing at RE/MAX, the full-time professionals have figured out a way to get closer to the consumer and to leverage their time with the technology disruption that is out there, and understand that there are other players in the marketplace. But the bottom line is, the people who will win the game are those that focus with intensity and help people better every day. That's the bottom line. And you take the technology disruptions that are going on out there, and we've seen everybody show up with the latest shiny thing. It's about doing what you can do very, very, very well. Human game here, super complex transaction, consumer protection, fiduciary responsibility to those people out there who are afraid of this process. That's what wins the game, the full-time professional.
Great. And thank you very much for coming on with Breakfast with the Broker. I very much appreciate it. You've been a phenomenal, I guess, really more of a mentor in the business, and really helped my business and certainly helped our agents, which we've kind of funneled down. So certainly appreciate it, Adam.
Well, thank you, David. Thank you to everybody out there at RE/MAX and all the full-time professionals in the business. We hope to see you here at the RE/MAX R4 convention next year. This is an amazing place. A lot of people having a lot of fun.
This is my 10th year in a row at
awesome.
R4.
It's awesome. So I'm glad to be here with my friend David, and we'll catch you guys soon.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday at 9 a.m. back in Boca, live from Las Vegas. Here we go. Bye.